Hey, what up you pipe hitting bitches? KC here. Got a little delivery last night at about 8:30. Very late. My dog went crazy and my daughter thought somebody was breaking in. It was a good time for everyone. Yeah, Amazon delivering late last night, but hey, it came here in 2 days. Just a little later than I'm used to, but I got a little something for the old black bins, boys. Oh, is that an X-pipe? Yes, it is a MagnaFlow X-pipe. Thank you for asking. So, my car already has an X-pipe in it, and what that does is increases low-end torque and mid-range punch, pretty much. There's a lot of videos you can watch on the differences between an X-pipe, an H-pipe, and just straight non-crossover pipes. Anyway, it's not my business to tell you that, because I'm no mechanic, but, you know, I know what the difference is. Anyway, so I already have an X-pipe, but it's extremely baffled with all this resonators and sound deadening material and a bunch of horse fuckery. So basically, I was going to put the old girl up on the lift on base, and, you know, because we have access to lifts and tools and all that stuff for very cheap. So I was going to put her up on the lift with my boy and get up under there and unclamp it and install the X-pipe myself, because I like to do my own work to save money and to make sure it gets done correctly and to spend time with my vehicle. But it's not a simple bolt-up procedure. These bitches need to be cut and welded. Cut and welded. So I don't have a welder, nor am I very good at welding. I've messed around with a little MIG and TIG, little spot welding, but you know, I'm by no means a professional welder, guys. Not saying I am. And you know, there's also a special tool you need to stretch the metal around the tips. These aren't flanged out. There's like a machine that stretches these out so they can slip over the existing piping. This is 2 1/4 inch, and if you look through it here, there is literally, there's no sound deadening there or anything. It's just going to be straight up just blowing out, you know what I mean? And if you look on YouTube for W204, that's the generation of bins I have, you'll see that it's a very common exhaust modification. This was only $85 on Amazon, including Prime 2-day shipping, and it's just an X-pipe. And what that does is it's going to give you a deep, grunty growl. It's not going to sound like a fucking rice rocket, boys. No offense. I mean, I do like JDM cars, but it's going to sound, you know, I mean, I got a 3.5 liter V6 fucking counterbalanced German motor in there, so it's going to have a very just meaty rumble, that BMW Mercedes deep growl. So I'm keeping the stock mufflers and everything. I'm just gonna go find an exhaust muffler shop out here in the local area. I'm gonna get a couple of quotes, see who can do it the cheapest. Right now my buddy recommended SNS exhaust out here. They're actually pretty close down the street, which is great. They said they charged him about 90 to 100 bucks to lop off his mufflers and weld on just some tubing for a muffler delete, exhaust delete. So that's one thing, boys. So once I get this mod done, we're gonna drive around with it for a couple weeks, whatever, enjoy it, see how that be like. And then if it doesn't give me that exact rasp, that exact sound that I want, and it's not loud enough for me, you know, granted this is my daily driver and it is a Mercedes, so it's a very elegant vehicle, and I'm not trying to have it super loud, you know what I mean? Because nobody wants a drone or anything. However, it's incredibly well insulated on the inside, so I'm thinking I can have it ear blowing loud outside, and then inside the cabin it probably won't even be that loud with the windows up. And then when I do want to hear it fucking, you know, crackle and pop on the downshifts and shit, I can just roll my windows down underneath the tunnel and, you know, give myself an eargasm. So yeah, guys, I feel like I'm rambling now, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this bit short. But so I got my MagnaFlow X-pipe. I'm going to call some places out here. I'm going to get some guesstimates, some estimates, from price estimates as to how much it's going to cost to get my stock. Okay, so the front resonators is what I'm removing. It takes off the front resonators and replaces it with an X-pipe, and that gives it a completely different sound signature. It also lets it flow better. I don't know if it's going to make a noticeable power difference, you know, maybe a little bit of extra torque. I don't know. I'm not really expecting any extra performance, but I know that stock resonator deadens an extreme amount of sound. So I'm keeping the stock mufflers, so it'll still be not too loud, but it'll have a great grunt to it. And if that's not enough, then we can take it to the next stage, boys, and go back to the shop that I'm getting this work done at, and they can cut off my stock mufflers and put on a muffler delete. Now, if I do that, I will be keeping the stock mufflers, so if I go to sell the vehicle, I can put the stock mufflers back on. Not to mention, I have a feeling after a few months, I'm gonna be like, okay, you know, the drone's really bad, or it's just not fitting the profile of, you know, a Mercedes sedan or whatever. and then I might go back to having the mufflers and just the X pipe, which I have a feeling is going to sound pretty damn good just on its own. So, alright guys, I will be shooting a video of the install. Like I said, I'm going to have it done, so hopefully I can sneak back in the garage and maybe get a quick shot underneath the vehicle while they're working on it. I know a lot of shops don't allow you out on the floor when they're working because you could fall into a hole or cut yourself or whatever. So anyway, try and get some footage on the undercarriage, and you'll definitely be getting some before and after sound clips of the exhaust, and also my thoughts, my driving impressions through video vlogs as to did it add any performance, how did it affect gas mileage, how's the drone, any reliability issues, any fitment issues, how was the quality of the exhaust, stuff like that. Alright guys, have a good day. KC out.